In the heart of Jerusalem, under the heavy gaze of the Roman eagle, a trial is about to unfold that will echo through eternity. Not a trial of swords and shields, but a battle of words and wolves. This is the story of truth itself, standing bound and silent before power. The air is thick with tension. Pontius Pilate, the Roman governor, a man of power and pragmatism, faces a crowd whipped into a frenzy. Their shouts are a chaotic storm, demanding justice, or what they call justice. Before him stands a single, unassuming man, Jesus of Nazareth. His clothes are simple, his hands are tied, but his presence is anything but ordinary. There's a stillness about him, a profound peace that seems to defy the chaos swirling around. Pilate, annoyed at being dragged into this local squabble so early in the morning, addresses the religious leaders. "What accusation do you bring against this man?" he asks, his voice sharp with authority. They dodge the question, their eyes glinting with malice. If he weren't a criminal, they retort, we wouldn't have handed him over to you. They want a death sentence, but they need Rome's hand to deliver it. Frustrated, Pilate takes Jesus inside, away from the roaring crowd. The relative quiet of the Praetorium hangs heavy. It's just two men now, one representing the mightiest empire on earth, the other representing a kingdom not of this world. Pilate looks at Jesus, searching his face for a sign of madness or rebellion. He finds none. "Are you the king of the Jews?" he asks, the question a mix of curiosity and official duty. Jesus' reply is not a simple yes or no. Instead, he asks a question of his own. A question that cuts to the heart of the matter. "Is that your own idea?" Jesus asks calmly. "Or did others talk to you about me?" He is challenging Pilate to think for himself, to look beyond the accusations of the crowd and see what's truly in front of him. Pilate scoffs, a defensive reflex. "Am I a Jew? Your own people and chief priests handed you over to me. What is it you have done?" He's a Roman official, a man of facts and evidence. He deals in rebellions and tax evasion, not prophecies and spiritual claims. He wants a straight answer, something he can write in a report. And then Jesus reveals the nature of his kingship. "My kingdom is not of this world," he explains. "If it were, my servants would fight to prevent my arrest. But my kingdom is from another place." This isn't a denial of his kingship, but a redefinition of it. It's not a kingdom of territories and armies, but of heart and spirit. It's a kingdom that doesn't threaten Caesar's throne, but challenges the throne of every human heart. Pilate, a practical man, is intrigued. He leans in, the pieces not quite fitting together. "You are a king, then," he declares, more a statement of dawning realization than a question. He's trying to categorize Jesus, to fit him into a box he can understand. A king, but not a political one. It's a puzzle. Jesus affirms his statement. "You say that I am a king. In fact, the reason I was born and came into the world is to testify to the truth. Everyone on the side of truth listens to me." He lays it all bare. His mission, his identity, his entire purpose is wrapped up in one single, powerful concept: truth. He's not just speaking truth. He claims to be its very source. This is the moment the universe holds its breath. The governor of Judea, a man who holds the power of life and death, is face to face with the embodiment of truth. And what does he say? He asks the question that has haunted philosophers and thinkers for centuries. a question dripping with cynicism and world weariness. What is truth? He doesn't wait for an answer. Perhaps he doesn't expect one. Perhaps he believes truth is relative, a tool used by the powerful to control the weak. He turns his back on the one person who could give him the answer he seeks and walks back out to the crowd. He has made his decision, or so he thinks. I find no basis for a charge against him, Pilate announces to the seething mob. He tries to offer them a compromise, a custom of the Passover festival. He offers to release a prisoner. Do you want me to release the King of the Jews? He asks, hoping they'll see reason. But the crowd is beyond reason. They have been poisoned by their leaders. They don't want the truth. They want a scapegoat. Their reply is a deafening roar, a single, horrifying word that seals the fate of two men. No, not him. Give us Barabbas. Barabbas, a notorious prisoner, a man guilty of insurrection and murder. They choose a man of violence over the man of peace. They choose a real rebel over a king whose kingdom is not of this world. Pilate is trapped. He sees the innocence of Jesus, but he fears the mob. He fears a riot. He fears a bad report to his superiors in Rome. His power, which seemed so absolute just moments ago, now feels like a cage. He washes his hands before the crowd, a symbolic gesture of absolving himself of responsibility. I am innocent of this man's blood, he declares. It is your responsibility. But can one truly wash their hands of the truth by giving in to the crowd? By sacrificing an innocent man for political stability? Pilate makes his choice. He chooses power over principle, convenience over conscience. The trial wasn't just about Jesus. It was a trial for Pilate, for the crowd, for all of humanity. In that moment, truth was condemned, but the story doesn't end there. By allowing himself to be condemned, Jesus set in motion a chain of events that would prove his kingship in the most unexpected way imaginable. His kingdom wasn't established with a sword, but with a cross. It wasn't won through a battle, but through a sacrifice. Pilate's question, "What is truth?" hangs in the air, unanswered. But for those who choose to listen, for those who are on the side of truth, the answer was standing right in front of him all along. He is the way, the truth, and the life. And that is a truth no trial can ever condemn, and no grave can ever hold. Thank you for watching. If this story moved you, please consider liking and subscribing for more content that explores these profound moments in history.